Well, looky that. A beautiful day in Glasgow. Good morning, world, to a stunningly gorgeous Friday morning, in which I basked in the glow of the sun as it rose up from the other side of the planet. We have a gorgeous blue sky. Absolutely amazing and stunning, and actually so happy. We meaning me, and maybe you too, I hope. So today I was dancing for a friend of mine in the States whose mother has had heart surgery, and so of course you know me. I had to look up the word heart. I was like, what does this word mean though, really? Went to my etymology dictionary, and okay, let me see if I get this right, because it's words I'd never heard of before. Okay, it's proto something, not PTO. It's a hypothetical ancient language which predates any of the Germanic languages, which then would include English. I'll write it in the notes. I had it in my head, but it's all very new. Anyway, the word is spelled Khertan, Khertan, but you pronounce it, I think, Khertan, because heart was pronounced Hirt up until 1600, and then everything changed in the 17th century. That's when we got our translation of the Bible as well, I think, isn't it? Anyway, so it's just like a mystery I'm trying to unravel. But I love the fact that actually, if you look at that word, it still contains what we could actually recognize as the word heart that we have today. And I didn't find any other reference thus far that it is a derivative of anything. Like the word sin came from the goddess, the moon goddess, and so obviously there's a whole mystery there to be unraveled. And I like this idea that our heart has remained constant, that it is the collective heart of the world, and there's something in that, because it means, like Aristotle, for example, thought that the heart was more important than anything else, that it was the center of logic, reason, and feeling as well. And then, of course, we took the things of his that we liked. We left that one behind. But it's interesting, because a person nowadays can be considered to be brain dead, considered to have absolutely no brain activity, and yet still be alive. But yet, when the heart goes, then that's it, unless it's maintained artificially. And I think that is a really extraordinary metaphor of how vital it is, and yet how little attention we pay societally to the very vital functions of what we would associate with that organ. So today I danced for our collective heart, and contained within that was for my friend's mother, who had the heart surgery, and sending her lots of healing energy. And it's interesting because there's this really interesting book called The Field by Lynn McTaggart, and there were studies done that show that energy or thought, or whatever you want to call it, that's directed to someone, as in the power of prayer, or I'm going to call energy healing, or whatever it is, has been shown to have a positive effect on healing of people. And I think that is worth noting. If nothing else, like, I think about this activity that I do, and it's, as I said before, that the kinesthetic empathy that happens, which is that story gets passed on another level, and that connects us. It means we're not alone, which I think is such a vital aspect of living, is recognizing that even in our worst days that we all have, we are inexplicably linked to an extraordinary field of energy and connections, and in that we can feel empowered, we can feel supported, and I think that is a lovely thing. So sending, collecting my across the airwaves and energy waves in Glasgow back to the United States. So I was sending that energy today and around the world. So had that building just over there, which I've been kind of like, I've been floating up and down from the one side all the way to the other side every day when I'm dancing. I kind of like, it's a great space. And today, one of the individuals who lives in there came out to say hello. He said, I've been seeing you dancing. What are you doing? I was like, obviously not a very good job of dancing. No, he said, are you training for something? I said, oh no, I'm doing sunrise dances. Is there anything you want me to dance for? And he said, it's a hostel actually, which is shelter housing for vulnerable people, for those of you who don't understand that outside of the UK. And he said, no, I have everything I need. And I thought, okay then, great. So, but he came out to say he enjoyed it. He found some of the dancing a little bit erotic, he said. I said, well, that is part of the energy of life. He was like, yeah, right. It's interesting that too, because of course I think lots of people probably do, but don't say it in such blunt terms. But it is, again, something about this process of me doing. I want it to become normal to see women moving as women in the streets. You know, I'm not doing anything immoral. You know, the dance he referred to, he's like, when you do this kind of movement, and he was actually referring to like my beginning part that I usually do. I'm listening to classical music or something like that, and it's a very slow, measured, very what I would call graceful movement, but he said he thought that it was a bit sexy. So I said, fair enough. Hey ho, it's good that we can have this dialogue about these things, and we should actually. And that is probably, as I say, is that woman, that very strong woman energy. I'm not a girl. Although sometimes I'm dancing around and doing the paperclip dance, or I'm really angry dance, or the that lots of times, and it probably in particular today, because I was dancing for someone's mother, for a woman who's had a very full life, and in embodying of that wish, I can't see how it would be anything else than very womanly, and that's important actually for us all to integrate that more into our lives. So hope you have a great day, and I'll see you here tomorrow. Take care. Bye.